Dean Corso, a rare book specialist from New York, works for wealthy collectors. He is hired by the influential and fanatical bibliophile Boris Balkan. Balkan has recently acquired from the widow of Andrew Telfer a rare 17th-century tome, The 9 Gates of the Shadow Realm by Aristide de Torcia. The book is believed to have been created in collaboration with the devil himself and may be the key to summoning evil spirits. Only 3 copies have survived to this day. Balkan is confident that only one of them is genuine, and tasks Corso with checking the remaining 2 books in Europe to identify the original text and engravings. Corso first goes to Liana Telfer, the widow from whom Balkan bought the book. She wants it back, claiming that the book should belong to her family. She tries to seduce Corso to get the book back, but he refuses, and after their meeting, she attacks him. Corso realizes that a deadly game is beginning around the book. In order to keep Balkan's book safe, he temporarily entrusts it to a bookstore owner he knows. However, he soon finds him hanged in his own shop, and the scene looks like an exact reproduction of one of the engravings of the 9 Gates. Corso realizes that the book is being hunted and takes it back. He goes to Toledo to the Siniza brothers, restorers and experts in rare editions. They show that Balkan's copy has 9 engravings, but only 6 of them are signed with the author's initials Torcia at. The other 3 are signed LCF, which can be deciphered as Lucifer. This makes Corso wonder about the nature of the book. Next, he goes to Portugal to Victor Fargas, an elderly collector who has a second copy. Comparing both copies, Corso finds that Fargas also has 3 engravings signed LCF, but these are different images, different from the devilish pages from Balkan's book. Corso concludes that each of the 3 books contains different versions of the original engravings. Together, they form a complete set. Balkan demands that Corso buy Fargas' book, but Fargas is soon found drowned, and his library is destroyed by fire. Only 3 torn LCF engravings can be saved from the book. Corso then travels to Paris, where the 3rd copy is kept by Baroness Kessler, a famous collector. She greets him with caution and does not want to grant him access, knowing that he works for Balkan. Corso nevertheless convinces her to show the book, explaining his theory about the 9 authentic engravings. When he goes outside, he is attacked by unknown people, but is saved by a mysterious girl who has crossed his path several times before. She seems to follow him and intervenes at critical moments. Corso increasingly notices something supernatural in her actions. Later, the Baroness is attacked, strangled, and the library burns down in a fire. Corso returns to the hotel and discovers that Balkan's copy has been stolen. He guesses that Liana Telfer did it. Together with the mysterious girl, he finds Liana at her family's ancestral estate. There, a secret satanic cult is meeting, conducting a ritual using Balkan's book. However, the ritual is interrupted by Balkan himself. He takes the book by force and then strangles Liana. The other participants in the ritual run away in horror. Corso realizes that Balkan wants to use all 9 original engravings for the final ritual. He tries to follow Balkan, but his car breaks down. In Kessler's things, he finds a clue pointing to an ancient castle. There, Balkan is preparing for the final ritual. He has collected all 9 LCF engravings and is confident that he can now summon the devil's power. Balkan ties up Corso and forces him to witness the ritual. In a circle of flames, Balkan begins to recite spells, believing that he is becoming invulnerable. He douses himself in gasoline and sets himself on fire, demonstrating imaginary strength, but suddenly begins to scream in pain. The ritual fails. In despair, he writhes in the fire. Corso frees himself and fires a shot, ending Balkan's torment. As he leaves the castle, Corso meets the girl. She makes love to him passionately on the ground near the burning castle. Her face and eyes change during this, taking on demonic features. She then explains that Balkan failed because one of the engravings was a fake. The 9th genuine page is in another place. She soon disappears, leaving Corso with a hint that the engraving should be sought at the Siniza brothers. Corso returns to Toledo and finds the brothers' bookstore empty, the brothers having disappeared and the premises being tidied up. Among the dust and rubbish, he finds the original 9th engraving hidden. It depicts a woman similar to the mysterious girl, riding a dragon near the castle in the rays of dawn. Corso now has a complete set of 9 original engravings. He returns to the castle. As he approaches the massive gates, they swing open on their own, and a bright, blinding light pours out. Corso passes through the 9th gate,